بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألف لام ميم ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه هدى للمتقين.
Interpretation of the Holy Quran.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful. With the help of Allah, we begin a brief commentary of Quran. We reach to chapter An'am. Chapter An'am is revealed in Mecca and it has 165 verses. It is the 6th chapter of Quran. Please listen to verse 120.
وما لكم ألا تأكلوا مما ذكر اسم الله عليه وقد فصل لكم ما حرم عليكم إلا ما اضطررتم إليه وإن كثيرا ليضلون بأهوائهم بغير علم إن ربك هو أعلم بالمعتدين. وذروا ظاهر الإثم وباطنه إن الذين يكسبون الإثم سيجزون بما كانوا يقترفون.
And abundant, open and secret sin. Surely they who earn sin shall be recompensed with what they earned. In previous verse, Allah ordered people not to forbid anything that are allowed in Islam, which is considered a big sin. When something is allowed and we count it and we believe that this is sin, this is something that Islam, religion, Allah has forbidden, it is considered a sin. And Allah said, Inna rabbaka huwa a'lamu bil mu'tadin. Surely your Lord knows best who exceeds the limits. It means who forbids something which is allowed, which is a sin. In this verse, Allah says, try to abandon and leave any kinds of sin, either secretly or openly. Since some people believe that if a person commits sin in front of other people openly, God is going to punish. But if a person does it secretly, nobody will see it, it is not considered a sin. They were believing, for example, adultery. If you commit adultery and in front of others and they see it, it is a sin. But if you do it secretly, it is allowed. Allah says there is no difference. Leave the sin, abandon the sin, openly or secretly, in front of others, or even if you are alone. Even now, it is difficult for us to commit sin in front of others, but when we are alone, it is almost okay for us to commit sin. It is easier. Allah says, in both situations, sin is sin. Although if you do it in front of others, you have committed as two sin. Why? Because as you encourage others to commit sin, this is another sin itself. If a person drinks wine, it is a sin, but if he does it in front of others, it is the same if a person does it in the mosque, for example. He has broken the respect of the mosque. The first group, when a person comes in front of other people, he breaks the respect of the community, of the society. In both situations, Allah says you must abandon the sin, zahir al-ism wa batinah, openly and secretly. Some scholars says it is possible that we say Zahir al-Ism, it means the sins that are clear, that we do, for example, like stealing from others, like backbiting, this is Zahir al-Ism. Batinah, it means something which has relation to the heart, like suspicion to God. If a person has a suspicion to God, if a person believes, God forbidden, that God, for example, is oppressing, God is not just, this is sin, but this is batin al-ism, has something to the heart. They said there is no difference that if you steal something which is haram, it is forbidden, or you have a wrong belief, or you associate somebody else with God, or like previous verse, to believe something which is not forbidden, that to believe that this is forbidden. Some flesh of animals that are slaughtered in Islamic way, according to the Islamic rules, you say or you believe that God has forbidden. This is something which is batin al-ism, because it has relation to the heart belief. Then Allah says, إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَكْسَبُونَ الْإِثْمَ, surely those who gain ism, who achieves ism. It means they do intentionally something that Allah will write down for these people that he has committed a sin. يَكْسَبُونَ الْإِثْمَ, it means he does something intentionally which is forbidden. He committed sin. For these people, سَيُجْزَوْنَ بِمَا كَانُوا يَقْتَرِفُونَ, these people will be punished because of something that they have committed. There are a few messages that we can get from this verse. One, Allah says, ظاهر الاسم وباطنه. We understand that Islam, although wants that the society will be clean, but the belief also in Islam is very important. So ظاهر الاسم وباطنه, one of the meaning of batin was something that has relation to the heart, and Allah says, even in your heart, you should not have a suspicion to God. You should not have a wrong belief. You should not believe something which is allowed, that this is forbidden. So to have a good belief in Islam is important. Also, according to another meaning, that Zahir al-Ism means openly committing sin, and Batinah, it means secretly. We should say that for Islam, it is important to have the society clean, as well as secretly, even secretly, you should try to abandon the sin. In the society is more dangerous, but even if you are alone, you should try to keep yourself clean. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ يَكْسِبُونَ الْإِثْمَ, Allah says, those who earn sin. Who earn sin, it means those who does it intentionally. If a person does without intention, by mistake, he forgot, or in the situation of compulsion, or somebody force you, this is not yaksabun al-ism. Such a person doesn't gain sin. So gain sin, yaksabun al-ism, it means he does it intentionally, and the situation is a normal situation. Otherwise, in a special situation that we mentioned, like compulsion, like somebody force you, or by mistake we have forgotten, in this situation is not kasb al-ism, is not gaining the sin. Also from yaksabun al-ism, we understood that we are the one who commits sin. Shaitan has a temptation. Shaitan encourages us, but is not able to force us. Even after temptation, we are the one who decides to commit sin, and we commit sin by our choices. Then Allah says, سَيُجْزَوْنَ, sin in Arabic literature, when it comes with future verb, it means very soon. سَيُجْزَوْنَ, it means be recompensed very soon. Some people who have committed sin and gained sin, very soon they will be punished. بما كانوا يقترفون, and they will be punished with what they earn because of something that they have committed. So if God will punish us, it is because of ourselves, not as an accident or without our choices. Thank you very much for watching. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.